You're a man over the age of 30 who still stays at home with mom. Somehow it feels illegal. You grapple with the concept of being a man who can't make his own decisions. Even your time is volunteered at family conversations. Yes, he's always here, I can get that done. Your availability is always assumed because after all, whatever it is you do doesn't bring in any money. And so it is you're constantly plowing through unsolicited job vacancies. And because we'll always be children to our parents, you're a man confused for an errand boy. Or is it the other way around? At meetings, you leave when mom does, and you know what people say behind your back. Mwanaume gani na bado anakula kwa mama ajui ya tabia ya kitunguu. Men who've done something with their lives don't view you as one of them. And women, well, most of them don't even notice you. Oh, the cute supermarket lady who smiles at you and asks you to buy their product, which you make a fuss of considering, knowing very well your mom doesn't use it. So you say maybe next time, which is never, unless it's in the shopping list. You sometimes feel like an emoji or a cartoon character because no one takes you seriously. And maybe why are you there when you're not worth emulating? Whenever you're out late, you dread that call, the mindless chores that don't seem to get done without you. And no one seems aware of your inner turmoil. After all, uko na stress ya nini na hulipi rent. You're determined to change your situation, so you decide the only way to do this is to become unavailable, to be unreliable. But the world lays traps for men like you, men who are so desperate for change that unknown to them, they'd throw away their whole lives for it. You start disappearing from home kidogo kidogo, but you have nowhere to go, so you hang around idly. Misery loves company. You soon join fellow idle men. They're welcoming of you. They accept you. Finally, people that understand you. You're now spending time with them, enough to keep coming back the following day. As expected, kageji kiasi, kafegi nini nini. But because you don't want mom smelling that stuff on you, you always try to wash it off with mints or water, or anything you'd think of before you head home in the evenings. When mom asks where you've been, you mumble a few incoherent words. I hate this, because there is no redemption in this story. But to save other men, I have to tell it. I don't know if it takes days, weeks, or months, but before long you're now spending all the fruitful parts of your day with the boys, drinking to chase the time, hours spent in a haze, puffing them away. It's all you think of now, all day and all night. The moment you wake up in the morning, you light up before even checking if your legs are working. You no longer eat well and are out the door as soon as you can, looking for your next drink. But you still don't have an income. Na wewe si mwizi. Do you have a pound on you? You've turned to begging for small monies on the streets to afford the crude stuff you're now used to, the only kind that can sustain your high. You no longer worry about the smell and get home much later each time. When mom asks where you've been, you ignore her and head straight to bed. She just shakes her head in disappointment. But you're just so filled with these ideas. You figure that your absence hasn't worked the way you thought it would. So now you're convinced that if people won't respect you, you'll have them fear you instead. You announce your arrival late in the nights, roaring like a lion, reeking of alcohol and cigarettes. Everyone is afraid of you now. You're a nuisance in the estate. Mom doesn't ask where you've been. She's even scared to look you in the eye, lest something evil overcomes you. You're beyond her now. You're everything those people talking behind your back said you'd become, and worse. But you think it worked. You're no longer invited for family gatherings. No one thinks you'd be a good fit for some job they heard of. And what about the cute supermarket lady? But everyone avoids you now, and no one relies on you to get anything done. Even mom knows better than to carry you around like a handbag.